So the Guyanese critic is coming to you from just outside of the Doubleday Hotel, where an 11-year-old has gone missing. She came out with her grandmother for an outing, and the family, the mother, the grandmother, and all the family are here and have not been able to locate her since 1 o'clock today. Now, I've just been and speak to management because I want clarity on what is going on and why it is going on. So the reason all of these people, they're outside here, all of these family members, they're outside here, is because, so let me break it down for you. Let me talk to the mother first. Where the mommy there? Let me talk to the mother first, and then I will give you a preview of what management told me from Doubleday just now. Where the mommy there? Where the mother? So the mother is gone. Where the grandmother? So it seems the police has taken away. Yes, ma'am. No. Anybody who could give us an idea what happened earlier. I just talked to the management of the hotel, claiming that the cameras are not working and have not been working, right?
Alright, so the child that is missing is my niece. She's my little sister's daughter. I got a call this afternoon saying that my sister is
what time?
It's who call Shanika, it's who call me. Somebody call my phone.
An average time would work.
Alright, they call about 3, I think. About that time they called me. But when I got here, I was told that they are not finding my niece, Adrianna Younge, since I think about after 1 o'clock, before 2, 1:30, between 1:30 to 2. The owner for here, I was here when I came, my sister and...
They were not finding her from the Doubleday Hotel.
Right.
Where she came out for an outing with her grandmother.
She came out here at the Doubleday Hotel and Bar. They were inside swimming. Alright? When the grandmother asked her about food, sent the little sister to ask if she wanted food, the little sister couldn't find her. Her clothes is wet. No footwear. Alright? The grandmother came out, went across the road there to ask the neighbors if they have cameras and if they can check, but there was nobody at that time to read the cameras. So she asked the grandmother to wait until 5. So when I came, son came, that's Doubleday's son. He showed no sympathy, no empathy. He didn't us and said, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening, nothing at all. He showed no sympathy, no empathy. He stood off there. I saw somebody pong him. He told the guy that, oh, she left already. Now, we want answers. All right, this is an 11-year-old child that don't give any problems to her parents. No boyfriend problem, no wandering problem, nothing. She would not just up and leave this hotel, wet clothes, bare feet. All right, so we're out here because we need to find her. We need some answers. How can you have an establishment like this?
He?
Son, I don't know what's his name. Their son. Let's call him son. I can't remember his name.
Okay. All right.
Bojlarine Bowler. Yes. He was charged. He was charged for murder.
Okay. So this is the worry of the family. How does the young lady go missing?
All right.
With no trace.
That is what we're worried about, because when they get to see the camera is showing when the family came in. The camera shows when the grandmother came over to inquire. The camera is not showing that she left, but Bojlarine is claiming that she left. So we want to know what happened, because according to him, their cameras, Doubleday Hotel Enterprise camera is not working. So how do you know she left? And why are you insisting that we move from here? All right, we just need answers. And as I said before, he showed no empathy, no sympathy, didn't come over. We are concerned.
All right, ma'am. So guys, you're here at just outside the Doubleday Hotel, where you would have heard from the aunt of an 11-year-old who went missing, who wants answers from the hotel, who claims that they don't have the cameras working. This here, by the way, is acclaimed international hotel on the West Coast. We're going to talk to the mother to get an understanding from her perspective of what's going on here. You heard from the aunt just now. Let's hear from the mother. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so she came here to the pool with her grandmother, and they're claiming that some ram picked her up. First it was a black, now we're hearing that it's
Who is claiming?
the CID. That's what they're claiming, right? But we went over the road to a neighbor because this building don't have no camera to check. And we didn't see her coming out. We saw when they reached her, but we didn't see her coming out. We didn't see anything, right? That she entered a vehicle or a vehicle picked her up. In any case, the commander, whoever he be, he said that they got footage that she entered the vehicle and they know perfect wherever the person is living. But I should go home. I can go home. What am I going home to do? I don't know what I'm going home to do. Oh God! I'm going home to do. Tell me what I'm going home to do.
So this mother is here and the grandmother is here also, who took the child out. Remember, the intention here is to have a nice time with your family. When one of your family goes missing, I would want to think the answer that is given by the police, the Guyana police force obviously has to do better. The answer, if you're going to say go home to what? What is the intention? You would have to explain to the family members. It is obvious that the Guyana police force need to explain to the family members how this matter is going to be solved. What are they going home to? Let's talk to the grandmother. Ma'am, just give me an explanation from your perspective what transpired here.
What transpired is that we came here about 20 past 1. And my grandchildren then we come to bring them out to bed and so on. And when they come and went and changed their clothes. When they change their clothes, they come back and give them money to buy the band. Caroline, you get on the band, you can't go in the pool. So they went. And about 20 to 2, the brother and the sister come and say, Grandma are hungry. And I say, okay, yeah, sit down if you have to eat. So some man, Gabriel, Ella, go and call your big sister. Call Adrianna, forget something. So when she get up now, when she goes, she said, Granny, Adrianna is not in the pool. So at that time, I dropped everything I was doing. And we end up, the whole siblings, everybody end up looking, searching, looking, and we ain't finding no thing. About 2:30, I went over the road and I tell my husband, I said, take me to the station. And come in the car and we went to the station. The police did come back with us, they searched, but they only searched this part of the building. Then they searched the other part. We come out back and the police, we looking for camera. We went to the sawmill man down there. He was saying, he said, man, okay, yeah, come in. We sit down there like an hour looking. We ain't find nothing. When we end up come back here, we waiting for these people over here to come home to get the camera. In any case, my nephew come and he started to run the camera and he found me. I look, I see my granddad come out, nowhere, here, nowhere from the other gate, we see she nowhere. That mean, to me, she is still in the building. To me, but
tell me something. When your family, you and your family members came in here, how much of you guys came in here?
About 20.
20?
Yeah, we was the 20th in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a process there when you go in, they put on a band, they recognize you? How does it work? Do you pay to go in?
Well, honestly, the first time I come here, they study. And we come in And then they said only to go in the pool you have to pay for going in the pool. Okay, 500 for children and 1,000 for adults. So I done change my clothes to go in, and my grandchildren, them, most of them they done in the pool. Might as well she was in the pool. The only one didn't go in the pool is my big grandma. I think she was in the pool. She didn't go in the pool at that time. So when she go in the pool, she said she didn't see Adrianna in the pool. Because I asked her, I said, Kaya, when you go in the pool, did you see Adrianna in the pool? She said, no, man. I said, okay, and we end up we get information that she there somewhere in Masjid Street. We went with the police.
Where you get this information from?
The police.
Tell you that you're in Masjid Street.
Somewhere there, the car where them pick up down with you.
So the police is claiming that they are aware that she was picked up by a specific car,
yes,
and they're tracing where the car is going.
Yes. And then they get a call that the car reached the Parfait. So, and it was early, we could reach there, they clean. We could reach there to end up go with them, because we didn't quarreling or making a scene, we did walking with the police. But at this hour, they're asking me to leave. Where we leaving to go, we ain't getting no answer, and my heart taking me back in there.
Did you talk to the management of the hotel?
No. I know who is the management, but the son, people point out and say, look, he's there. All he come and push his hand in the pocket, and he say, yeah, I'll check the pool. As soon as he said, check the pool, I had enough civilians, everybody jumped in the pool, which it had a couple strangers, them also jumping and help.
So she's not in the pool?
She's not in the pool. That for sure, she's not in the pool. That is for sure, she's not in there. But what more we gonna do? We ain't know what more to do. They're asking we to leave here. We can't leave here because we ain't know what could happen later.
Okay.
We ain't know what could happen.
So because of the fact that you don't have clarity, you guys are staying here,
yes, if we gotta
for your granddaughter?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So the Guyanese critic is coming to you from the west coast of Demerara. This is just in the community of Tuschen, just outside of the Doubleday Hotel. So, giving you the preview to the mother's conversation, to the grandmother's conversation, let me give you a preview to what the management said. I went in just now. There was a little bit of reluctance. I called somebody, why you know who called somebody, who called the management. I said, man, critic is outside. He wants to know what is going on. Give an explanation. So I asked the management, I said, what is the process here? So the process here is you walk and come into the Doubleday. Right? The process here is you walk and come into the Doubleday. You come through the door. You come through the door. That's the process. There's people here. And most of the times, most people, if you don't go to the counter, you come in most likely to entertain yourself in the hotel, in the hotel area. So you go to the lobby if you want hook up for get a room, you'd go there and then you walk in. Now when I walk in, I see camera there. I see camera up top. Well, there's lights, there's not cameras, right? But I see camera there. And I asked the management, I said, what's going on with the cameras? There's a female washroom here, there's a bar here. The management explained to me that when you come, and if you're going to use the pool, and as you can see, you see the pool here, clear. Like when the family said they went in the pool and check, everybody went in the pool and check. Normally, you ain't got to check if there's a body in this pool. You could see it because the pool is clear. Right? So, obviously the young lady, the 11-year-old who has gone missing from this place is not in this pool. Right? So I walking around, I look in, I talk to management before I talk to the mother and the father to make sure I have an inclusive story. Everybody knows what's going on, why it's going on and so on. Right? So you got the pool here. The pool water looks clear to some extent, but still, if I don't know the depth of this pool. So if you go, that is saying 8 feet. That is saying 7 feet 6 inches, 5 feet 5 inches. If you look at it, right? They're saying 5'5". They're saying 7'6". They're saying 8 feet. So for 8 feet is reasonable depth for a pool. So you would have to go in and check in the pool, right? The young lady is not in the pool. So it could be ruled out that she drowned. Family members who are now just outside here are visibly concerned and worried because not much is coming. Why doesn't this hotel have cameras working? I spoke to management. Management said that only today yesterday they started servicing the cameras, shut down everything, and then the cameras this is what management told me directly. The cameras for only the upstairs were completed because the cameras, something was rusted for it or so on. Bear in mind, this is what is presumed to be an international hotel. But at some point in time, people have to service the equipment and all these things. I can't dispute that. The Guyana Police Force now has to look at, because look, there are cameras here, right? There are cameras here, all around. I asked the management, I said, do you have cameras to show that this young lady was in your place? Because to go in the pool is $500 for a child and it's $1,000 for an adult. So obviously they have some structure as it relates to people being in the pool. Let me see what they got here. Right? This is some kind of rule. Pool rules. Swimming to your own risk. We are not responsible for accident or injury. Right? So you got a whole pool rules here. Right? So the management has a lot. There's the female washroom here. I don't know where the male washroom is. The male washroom is on the other side. There's the bar here. And just outside of that is the pool. And clearly from the pool, you could see the road. Now, what the family is asking is where is their 11-year-old child? Right? That is the question here. That is the major concern of family members. Because there are cameras. Everywhere you look, there are cameras. But again, management is claiming that the cameras at this time is being serviced. Right? So you got, if it was operational or functional, you would have been able to see what is going on. Look, there's cameras here to the entrance of the building. Right? Obviously, they got cameras in the kitchen. They got cameras all over the place. The family is here. Members of the family. Bear in mind, this is 20 family members came out to have a good time. Right? Family members are here. The mother is here. The grandmother is here, who brought out all the grandchildren with intention of having a nice time. People don't expect to have family members missing. So answers need to be given. The Guyana Police Force need to be forthcoming. Family members, the grandmother and the mother is saying that the Guyana Police Force has told them that some car pick up the girl. They gotta sit down the family members and explain to them how they're doing the investigation, what is the process, who they suspect. And again, a lot of times, because of social media and everything, putting the information out there, the Guyana Police Force don't want to give information that they already have to make a suspect aware that they're on their tracks. But obviously, they got to bring some consolation to the family and let the family be aware that here, we got this covered, we got to deal with this, how we going to deal with it. The girl is not in the hotel. The girl was seen coming out of the hotel. The girl went in the car. We are tracing the individual, who the individual is. You got to bring some consolation to family. You can't just tell them, yes, you got it and go home. What are they going home to? How do you go home? This is the last place you have seen your daughter. Where you go home to? You imagine the grandmother. When you left here, the grandmother facing after the mother. Like the grandmother is supposed to have care of this grandchild. But how the grandmother gonna take care of 20 people? The grandmother then in a nice mood and __, she can nice up. Ask your family, bring them out. One of them missing. She can't watch everybody. She ain't got 40 eye. For watch 20 people. So the Guyanese police force has to be forthcoming and tell the family what is going on and how it is happening. Because what is the hold up? Lock down the West Coast. Lock down the West Coast. Where is this black ram? Put it out. Do you see a vehicle? Is the Guyanese police force sure that there's a black ram that pick up this young lady? Well, let's put it out there in the public. Put it out there in the public that there's a black ram that pick up this young lady. We know where she there, we want to know where she there. By the way, for those of you who have just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm coming to you from West Coast. This is Tuschen, right? This is Tuschen, just outside of the Doubleday Hotel, right? And on the main road, you can't miss it. Family members and concerned citizens are worried about an 11-year-old who went missing at this hotel. And I've given you an idea of what's going on. She came here with her grandmother and 20 other relatives. And as we speak now, 11 o'clock in the night on Wednesday, she's missing with no answers. The Guyanese police force has been on it. They're tracking down video footage and everything else, but the family's concerns are not being addressed. If in the event they're following someone, wouldn't it be prudent to post up or show video footage of a black car picking her up? What's the car number? Put it out there. Within 5 minutes of putting up anything on anybody's, I think I'll be me social media. If you're in the mood for put it on me social media page, like some Harry over there says political, once critical life is political. No, well, put it on somebody else's page. But put it out there and make it known. Because people are here, watch. These people are here, they're concerned. You think people come out here for line? People ain't come out here for line, people come out here because they're concerned. Other people got 11-year-old daughters too. Other people were 11 years of age. And people want to feel protected, especially when you come at a hotel with family for an outing. For those of you who've tuned in, keep looking out. All the details we have right now is that a black ram picked up a 11-year-old young lady from outside of the Doubleday Hotel. That's the information we receive. And I can tell you from covering many stories, you can't trust nothing that you hear. If the police has evidence that shows that she came out of here and went into a vehicle, well then, please produce that and let the citizens of this country help to locate the perpetrator of this act, because I see no reason. The age of consent for a child is 16 and 18. I see no reason for an 11-year-old young lady going with anybody in any car for any reason. The Guyanese police force need to produce this and let the citizens help them to locate the perpetrator and bring ease to this family. I'm hoping ease to this family could come very soon. The Guyanese Critic coming to you live from just outside the Doubleday Hotel on the west coast of Demerara, where concerned citizens and family members are hoping for the best for an 11-year-old who went missing 1 o'clock today.